We foresee an important role for ATMPs and cell therapy in pediatric oncology to treat children with cancer with these novel therapeutic options. And it will be important to have a quick transition from the lab and new findings towards the clinic.
Yeah, the role of regenerative medicine and ATMPs is in my field as an orthopedic surgeon very important. Personally, I treat patients with young patients with cartilage defects, and cell therapy is for the larger defects is the best option. We developed our impact treatment at the UMC Utrecht, which is actually an ATMP and is a treatment for young patients with cartilage defects. So I think regenerative medicine using ATMP is important in the field of cartilage surgery.
I think the transition of regenerative medicine and ATMPs for the future of healthcare is that we come from science and we are really able to cure patients in due time. I think it's a very promising field. The field is evolving very rapidly from science into the clinic, so I'm very positive about the possibilities there.
A translational regenerative medicine is fundamental for the healthcare of the future. In the lab, we develop multiple types of potential new therapies, but they mean nothing if they cannot reach the patient. And there is a whole line of research that comes after that and development, which only new centers can help us develop.
Currently, a lot of traditional medication is really focused on treating a symptom rather than providing a cure. I think a good example is, for instance, diabetes, where we provide insulin to the patients. But we're not really curing the patient because the cells producing the insulin are not there yet. So regenerative medicine and ATMPs can really provide an alternative for that. And I also see a big application because traditional medication is not working for most of the patients. If we look at the 10 most used medication within the US, actually 1 in 4 of the patients benefit from these types of medication. So that really shows that we have to have a tailored treatment for these patients. So this means that we also have to look at precision medicine, that we really can provide a cure for that particular patient.
Initiatives like ICAT can contribute to a rapid transition and to select novel drugs that can be used in the clinical practice and for the development in an early stage to clinical trials.
Yeah, ICAT plays a platform for the development of new ATMPs. Our impact treatment was developed seeing patients actually in clinic as a clinician, and we went back to the bench where ICAT has a role to develop a new treatment, and we have an option to go from bench to bedside, which I use for this impact treatment.
The role for ICAT in the field of ATMP development and regenerative medicine is that I think we need these kind of simulation environments where we have the infrastructure, where we have the technology to bring it fast tracking to the clinic and to rehearse basically what we're able to do in the GMP environment also in the simulation environment.
ICAT has a key role, definitely. Has a key role in the development of the translational pipeline of new therapies. For example, we are working with ICAT on bioprinted device for pancreas tissue engineering to treat diabetes, and the help of ICAT is vital to help us scientists understand what are the requirements of regulatory agencies, understand the requirement for marking and for certifications, and also eventually to help going into demonstrate that we can develop these devices in a GMP environment.
I foresee a role for ICAT in this to really provide a hub between the academic institutions and the non-profit organizations together with the private partners, because they really need each other. Typically, ATMPs are generated from academic institutions, but there's a lot of knowledge in the private companies to really excel this and work towards the future. And I think also this particular facility, which is the GMP facility, simulation facility, is really important in this because we can test our ATMPs here without having the cost of using the clean rooms. So this really benefits also the researchers working on these ATMPs.
A close connection between researchers and clinicians is of utmost importance. Therefore, an innovative center like ICAT is of importance to have close by the patients treated in Utrecht, like in the Princess Maxima Center for Pediatric Oncology.
ICAT creates a platform that we can use in the clinic. I actually see patients and see their problems, and then we can go back to the bench where ICAT can help us to develop new treatments and translate that from bench to bedside.
I think it's very important to have a facility like ICAT within the Utrecht ecosystem, because I think we have great research here, we have great clinics here, we have great companies in a high-tech environment, and if we combine that in facilities like ICAT, I think this will really be a fast track towards the clinic.
Utrecht is a very vibrant place for regenerative medicine and translational regenerative therapies. And therefore, there's many different centers that focus on developing such therapies. That's why it is very important to have a center like ICAT exactly here, close to where the research happens, close where the different industry that work in biotechnological development are, and therefore, it makes the communication faster, communication lines easier, and help us to move forward at a better pace towards the healthcare and the patient benefits.
It's really important to have ICAT as the center of regenerative therapies in Utrecht, because we have a lot of institutes here in 1 square kilometer. So we have academic institutions, we have private partners, and this multidisciplinarity is really important to really push these novel therapies towards the clinic.
The role of technology and technological developments in this field of ATMP development and regenerative medicine is that I think that currently a lot of these processes are being done in laboratories, manual work, pretty intense in expensive clean room infrastructures. I think technology helps us really to automate and control and make these processes more cost efficiently and bring it to the next level and closer to the clinic.